For our first week's module, we are going to look at history, society, through the lens of technology. So really looking at the tools we use and how those tools impact us and how they build on each other. All right. If you go down to the boxes at the bottom, right, we have broken modules into 4 parts, right? Build, context, question, and then create. What's leading us throughout this whole week is that essential question right there. Compare the societal impact of a specific tool, technology, from the industrial and the digital revolution, right? So folks, hopefully when I say industrial revolution, you can harken back to thinking about when you've learned about that before, the steam engine, factory system, etc. And the digital revolution is what we're in right now. So what we want to see is the relationship, the patterns that exist over those two, between those 2 time periods through the lens of technology, okay? So the first component here in the build section is where you're going to build background knowledge. We have readings and ed puzzles to engage with. You have some choice in what you read, you have some choice in what you view, and it's graded based on completion, okay? But this gives you a foundation, or at least reminds you of what you already know, right? Moving forward to context. In terms of context, we're setting the stage. We're putting this thing in chronological order. So you're going to be selecting different technologies throughout history in different areas, whether it be energy, transportation, or communication. And you're going to tell me through a timeline of how communication has changed over the last 300 years, depending on the tools we use to communicate, or the tools we use to produce energy, or to move, transportation, right? Then you're going to be posting that timeline for everyone to look at, right? Once you have that kind of context and background done, we're going to be looking at creating a research question. You're going to construct your own inquiry, using the frame of the essential question. So compare the societal impact of a specific tool in the industrial and digital revolutions. That means you're going to select a tool from the industrial and a tool from the digital revolutions, and you're going to compare and contrast them, right? And how they change society, okay? The ask is taking you through that process of creating a research question. Discuss is you posting on a discussion board to look what other people are researching, how other people are constructing this, and then also to get some feedback from them. And then the gather component is where you go out and you gather information relative to your chosen research question. What technologies are you researching in the industrial and the digital? How do they relate? You're building that knowledge. Create tool. So what I mean by tools, I mean a presentation tool, Google Slides. And you're going to be posting a draft of that for critique to your peers. And then you're going to take that tool and you're going to use it in creating your screencast, which is the end of this unit, but really the end of the 3 units we'll be doing, right? It'll be ending in a screencast. All right, folks, I'll be roaming around, roaming around if you have questions. All right.